Hello, friends! Do you love to travel and learn about new places and things? Great! Then you are in the right place. Join Jasmine the cat and Gracie the tortoise as they have fun exploring the USA, the world, and beyond.
Hello, friends! It's Jasmine, the jazzy gray cat. Here is my bestie Gracie, the super smart tortoise. Say hi, Gracie.
Greetings, my good friends. Gracie here. I'm so glad you joined us today as we explore all about the small cats of Africa.
That's right! There are about 10 total species of wild cats in Africa. The 3 big kinds are lions, leopards, and cheetahs. But today is all about the 7 small guys: the African wildcat, the serval, sand cat, African golden cat, and jungle cat. The biggest of these felines is the caracal, and the black-footed cat is the smallest.
Excellent background information, Jasmine. How about we start with the serval, who lives in Northwest Africa and much of sub-Saharan Africa. As small cats go, this feline is about 23 inches long and can weigh from 19 to 40 pounds.
Good one to start with. The serval is actually a kind of funny-looking cat. It's called the cat of spare parts. You don't think the serval has an extra tail or something, do you, Gracie? That would be weird.
No, I don't think it has an extra tail, Jasmine. The name refers to the cat's extra long legs, long neck, and very large ears. This odd-looking body also makes them amazing hunters.
Ooh, you reminded me of another nickname. They're also called the giraffe cat because of their long neck. I heard that their ears are so big that if a person had ears like a serval's, they'd be as big as dinner plates. Now that would look strange, and they would flop over all the time. Why don't the serval's ears flop around?
Well, Jasmine, that's because they have 22 muscles in those ears. And those ears can turn up to 180 degrees independently of each other. This means the serval can hear a sound even when it's underground.
Jinkies, that is cool. Those super long legs are helpful too. With them, servals can jump up to 10 feet in the air and leap 13 feet in one jump. They are also super speedy, going up to 50 miles per hour.
Yes, those legs make them very good hunters, catching food in over half of their tries. This is even better than a lion's hunting skills. An added bonus is that these legs help them run away from other animals who think they look delicious.
Well, you know what, Gracie? I think servals have trouble deciding what to wear.
Why do you say that, Jasmine?
Well, they have both black stripes and spots on their gorgeous yellow coats. I guess they like them both.
Servals don't wear spots and stripes because they can't decide which they like better, Jasmine. Servals have these spots for a better ability to hide in the grass. And actually, they only have spots. What looks like stripes is actually several larger spots that have blended together.
Makes sense, I guess. Even so, no two coats of any serval are the same. Servals that live near the woods have more smaller dots than cats who live on the savanna. The smaller dots help them hide in the shade of the trees, but grown-up servals have white spots behind their ears. This is so that the babies can find their moms. What a great idea! What do servals like to eat, Gracie?
Servals love to munch on rodents, about 4,000 in a year. Their diet also includes frogs. They can be found in the water, catching up to 30 frogs in only 3 hours.
I hope they're wearing their rain boots. One last fact. Servals like to communicate using purrs, meows, hissing, and grunting. They were super interesting, Gracie. Who's next?
Let's take a look at the caracal, who is the biggest of the small African cats, at 2 to 3.5 feet long and 25 to 40 pounds.
Caracals are called little lions because they are very ferocious. Want to know how fierce they are, Gracie?
I do. Do you know, Jasmine?
I sure do. Caracal kittens can hunt down their own lunch when they're only 3 months old.
That is ferocious. What else do you know?
Well, another name for them is desert lynx because they have these gorgeous black ears with super long ear tufts that complement their golden fur. These ear tufts are not only stunning, but very useful. They keep flies away and are used to talk to other caracals.
That is helpful. Caracals love to hunt alone and after dark. They can be very sneaky. These cats are very fast and quiet since their footpads are covered with stiff fur that allows them to be silent as they move through the night.
They may be great hunters, but they're also great moms. Moms usually have litters of up to 3 kittens, and the family gets lots of cuddle time. Guess everyone loves a good snuggle, no matter how fierce you are. Hey, since the caracal is the biggest small cat, we need to know about the smallest small cat in Africa.
Absolutely, Jasmine, and that would be the black-footed cat.
Gracie, these little guys are adorable. And not just because their darling faces look a lot like a domestic cat. They are the smallest wildcats in the world, growing to only 20 inches and weighing only 5 pounds. Their coat is covered with black spots. But wait a minute. Their feet aren't black. Why are they called the black-footed cat?
It's because the bottom of their paws are black.
I would like to see that, but we can't pick up a wildcat.
That's right, we can't. It's also called the anthill tiger because they like to live in anthills and are brave like a tiger.
You know what, Gracie? All cats are fierce and brave.
Yes, Jasmine, I agree. You are very fierce and brave. Now, one last black-footed cat fact. They don't drink water.
They don't? Do they drink soda? I hope not. Soda is not good for cats.
No, Jasmine, they don't drink soda. Actually, they don't drink at all. Black-footed cats get all the water they need from the food they eat, like birds, reptiles, and amphibians.
Just like those desert animals we explored. Cool. You know what? We have time for one more cat. Let's explore those super cute sand cats.
Great idea. This small cat looks like a house cat, but it is very dangerous. Sand cats aren't very large, growing up to 36 inches long and weighing up to 8 pounds. And as you might guess, their fur is a pale sand color with large ears and a wide head.
Sand cats are the only cat to live only in the desert. Other cats may live near a desert or go into the desert for something, but the sand cat is the only one who never leaves. You can find them in the Sahara Desert and the deserts of Arabia in Asia.
That's right. Because the desert is a very harsh place to live, these felines have adapted to this tough world. First, they're nocturnal, going out only at night when it's cooler. And like most cats, they're meat eaters, even eating poisonous snakes.
Just another way that cats are great. Sand cats are excellent diggers, creating burrows in the sand with their tough claws that don't retract all the way. One sand cat dug a 15-foot burrow. Guess he needed lots of guest space. Not that they have many guests, because sand cats prefer to be alone.
It's not easy to find a sand cat. Their paws also have fur on the bottom to protect them from the hot sand. This fur is so thick that it doesn't leave footprints in the sand when the cat walks around. Also, these cats close their eyes at night, allowing them to blend in with the darkness.
Of course, these guys can make the normal cat sounds, but get this, they also bark like a dog to find a mate. And this bark sounds a lot like a chihuahua. Arf, 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 arf.
Excellent imitation, Jasmine. Finally, like the black-footed cat, the sand cat doesn't need to drink water, getting enough water from the food they eat.
Gracie, these African small cats are so amazing. And you know what? It's joke time already. So, where did the kittens go on their field trip?
To the zoo?
No, to the museum. Your turn.
All right. Why was the cat afraid of the tree?
I know, because of its bark. But not the sand cat. It would bark right back. My favorite fact was that servals look like they have stripes and spots, but they only have spots. How about you, Gracie?
My favorite fact was that black-footed cats are the smallest wildcats in the world. How about you, friends? Don't forget to share your fact with someone you love.
That's right. And come back next time when we explore all about Asian small cats. Bye now. Say goodbye, Gracie.
Goodbye, my dear friends. See you next time.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining Jasmine and Gracie on their adventure today. Come back next week for the next one.
Hello, everybody. It's Gwen here. If you want to know more about the places we visited, just go to our website, jasmineandgracie.podbean.com, and go to the sources page, and you can find out all about the great places that we visited. See you next week. Bye-bye.